Hi Collective, welcome to the channel, Cosmic Divine Dreamer. Hi everyone. So it's going to be a collective reading for all of you, for anybody who finds this. Now, I'm always going to talk about what's going on within the cosmos and our universe, right? So, because we just had the 11 gateway open up, right? As I've been saying that the gates are open. Major changes to this new earth, right? Massive accelerations and awakenings are underway, right? As with this had an influence of threes, right? 1, 11, but we also had another major influence of all the 11 with the year, right? Numerology, January 11th of 2024 is also an 11. So those pillars of gateway, it's very much open, right? So you could start to be noticing things changing. It's like the veil's been lifted as we're starting to ascend right into this new gateway, into the new earth. You're going to start to realize that things are falling off that have been blocking you, all of the obstacles and things like that. There's like no more if you have let go of these things, and you're not going to be having these obstacles and these blockages. Things are going to be getting lighter and lighter and lighter. You're going to be noticing that it's easier to create a reality, because as I've been saying, like as you shift over to the new earth, like you're not even going to realize it, because it's going you're just going to be realizing that you're kind of being moved away from all of the lower vibrational energies, right? Because you're going to be in this mindset where you're creating everything that you want and desire, you know, and the only thing that's keeping you from not fully emerging into the new earth is when you reach these blockages, right? And it's kind of like I'm getting like, you know, as you're like coming up from water, you know how you have to come up very slowly in the bubbles, and as you're releasing things, like that's kind of what's happening. Anything that's kind of anchoring you to the old earth, if there's any things that you get hung up on, you may have to process that out or fill that out. So the ascension's going to take however long, however many like things that you just need to release and purge out, just to kind of let go of, so you can ascend. It's really ascending over, but it is higher levels of ascension, so it's areas of the mind that you're ascending, right? But you're going to be getting to that heaven on earth, creating a reality, right? So it's so beautiful. I even shared something on my Facebook, because people have been seeing all over the world, right? As the sun is rising in the morning is when you can get to see the it looks like a duplicate sun right behind it, right? Because that is the gateway, the sun, the opening to the new earth, right? So really, I guess it is ascending up into the new, right? But I've just always liked to refer to it as shifting over, because it's going to be like it's just going to be like like, that's why a lot of you are going to realize that you're in the new earth as when you're starting to create your heaven on earth. You're not going to have, that's why we're creating this new earth, but it's going to be like heaven on earth, but there's just no, it's like basically we get a reset. We get to be what this world was supposed to be like before all of the destruction, right? So, you know, because you're constantly creating your own reality. Everybody creates their own reality and their own experiences and their own things, right? So, yes, that's the way that I could best describe, I guess. And I wasn't even going to be explaining that. This just came through. I was already starting to shuffle the tarot, because I was going to pull and get into some tarot and get into some more channeled messages. But so that came through for some of you. I guess they're going to be having me reveal a little bit in each reading, right? So anyway, I was guided towards the Guardian Angel Tarot, right? And something that I noticed is why this major shift is happening right now is because we're in the year of an 8, right? We've been waiting for this major reset. The last day of 2023, as you may have talked about, I don't know, it's getting mixed up for me. In numerology, it was 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That was letting you know that the reset, right, is happening. It's because the Earth was always encoded with the codes to reset itself, and this is what the enemy has been trying to stop. The reset of Earth to higher levels of consciousness, because for the mass control and all of that. That's why, you know, we've We were all star seeds, earth angels. 144,000 were put into place, right? To help save everybody, right? But the destruction of the old earth still has to happen, right? So that's why we've created this new earth that we're shifting over. And that's why if you're of love and light, you're going to be able to shift over and you're not going to be here for the destruction, right? As the destruction is already underway, right? So, but you need to not hold on to that. That's why I've been telling everybody, you know, that tries to talk to me and comes to me for help with what's going on in the world and all of that. I tell them, like, you need to not focus on that. You need to let go of fear, especially at this time. You need to stop focusing on fear. You need to, you know, focus on love and light. This is a time where you very much need to go through healing. You need to release. You need to, you know. So anyway, this is the year of justice. This is an 8 year of infinity. So everything that goes around has to come around. And it's also because it's like you can't have any surprises. Something I've noticed with this higher level of consciousness, right, as I've been getting to the highest level, right, because a lot of us that you know, have been holding the frequency and the codes and creating this new earth, like we've been going to these levels. We've already been. How do you want me to say this? I'm trying to keep this in levels where you guys, it's not too, let's say, metaphysical or too much beyond your understanding, right? Because we've been creating, us that hold the frequency of the light, 144,000, we've been creating the templates. We hold the blueprints from within, and we have been creating the new earth, right? And it's created now. That's why I've been saying that the gates are open now. It's just we're starting to shift over, and you know, we're here, been light working and guiding you guys over. So, all right, so I'm doing a reading. So, where was I going with this? I keep looking at these cards because of the year, right? Because this is a year, it's like, you have to let go of all of the things, any inconsistencies, no reveals can come out, which can drop you down emotionally, which can kind of pull you back down and keep you stuck. So much of things like have to come out. Justice has to be paid. The polarity, like things have got to be fair. So for some of you, like you're going to be seeing people getting their justice. Because for some of you, it's like for you to fully be able to release and let go of some of the things that happened to you, even though we can release it with love and light, it's still one of those things where like you need to know that justice was made right for you. So you guys are going to be getting to see some people receiving their justice, and just to be humble, right? You don't want to you're being shown it for clearance for you. So when you're seeing people getting their karma and things like that, it's just for you to be able to know that, yes, you know, I got my karma. I can fully release the wound that they did. Now it's made right and move forward, right? And for others of you, like you hear this saying, like your table is being prepared for you in front of your enemies. Like they're going to be seeing, you know, you getting blessed publicly, things like that happening for you to get justified. For it is for your karma. So just remember, like, be humble. You know, like they're showing me those things. It's just like the award ceremonies, you know, like when they're getting awards and stuff like that. You know how like they don't get up there like, ha ha, look at me now, look at my award, look at me getting this, ha ha. You know what I mean? Like stay humble, right? Like don't be like be careful with like the social media platforms and things like that, because it's like your things will be shown. You don't have to post all of your stuff all over for people to see. You know what I mean? Like don't get too caught up in like the ego, right? And clout and things like that. Like it will be seen. You will be noticed, because it's like one of these things, like you could get an award and not tell anybody, but then one person's going to find out, right? It's going to get shown to one of your enemies, and then, or you know what I mean? And then often when you do get an award, then people want to be on your side, right? So then it's like they're going to want to be the first one, like, hey, nobody knows, let me share this, and I'm going to get on good graces with this person. So then it's actually going to be like your enemies that are going around sharing, you know, or maybe they don't even do it in a way of wanting to be on your side. Maybe they just want to like, look at them, like they still think that you're fake or something. So then they're going to share it. Either way, do you know what I mean? Like it's going to get seen. You don't need to flaunt it or whatever. So be careful of that. But what I was wanting to show you is what's interesting is that you know, in the Spirit Tarot, 8 is the Strength card, right? And I noticed that in this Angel deck that it was flipped. 8 in this deck is the Justice card, and that's so significant to me. I told you, this is the year in infinity where we've went through enough of our karmic lessons. This is where God, divine source, has been coming in and cutting those cords, clearing those ties, especially for us earth angels, star seeds, the 144,000 that have had so much compassion that we've stayed in these situations because we knew that the reset was going to happen. We knew that if we stayed divine and loyal, that we would eventually be freed, right? And that is exactly what has been happening. Because for a lot of you, it's like for example, for some of you maybe that have been in marriages and things like that, and maybe you have found out that they're karmic or whatever, but you're still just so dedicated, you know what I mean, and loyal, that you know that if you're just humble and if you're of love and light, that you will be freed from it. And that is exactly what is happening, right? So for a lot of you, like, that's why don't fight any of the things that are falling apart. Just know to do what you feel guided to do at this time. But yeah, so they flipped them in this deck, and look what the Strength card actually falls on 11, right? So I told you this is the year that we've been waiting for. This is the reset, right? So divine justice is very much coming in. So be careful, because this is the year that all of the things are going to be revealed. All of the Judases are going to be getting revealed. All of the false masks, things like that. You can start to see distortion too. You're going to start to see glimpses in the matrix, because as the facade falls down, as this matrix is starting to be revealed as in fact being a 3D matrix, you're going to start to see glitches. You're going to see a lot more glitches within electronics, within things. You're going to see like things like freezing up too. You're very much going to realize too, because with your reality, and so many people are starting to shift over and creating the reality that they want over there, it's like that's when you're going to start to notice that things are disappearing, right? It's almost like, what are they referred to, like where all of a sudden massive amounts of people can start to be missing, things like that. Like, guys, this world's going to start to see things like no other, right? So that's very much is starting to happen now, right? It's just not always being shown, right? You need to be more mindful of like what you're seeing, what you're feeling. You could be noticing a big vibrational shift difference too as divine justice is coming in. So look, again, confirmation, I am speaking the truth. See how, like in this one too, I love it, right? As you see the hand of God, divine source, carrying the sword with the crown, like it's coming in to free, you know? It's coming in, this is, everything comes around. It's coming full circle. And Earth always had codes within to reset itself. And they've been trying to impose massive amounts of fear and things like that to try to stop this. And then all of the blockages that are within the foods and everything that have been stopping you from awakening to Christ consciousness, to you being really connected with divine source, the creator. Because this is what you don't understand, is that they weaponized religion. The final battle of Earth here is the religion versus spirituality. And that's why they've been saying, oh, the New Age spiritualists and all of this, they're worshiping that of the devil. And in fact, it's been flipped. Because it's all about smoke and mirrors. It always has been. We're supposed to be praying away to God. You are one with God, divine source. You always have been. The divine source, God, sees through your eyes. You are one with God. You are always been able to create the life that you truly desire. Where you give your power away is through fear. When you give your power away, when you worship away. So many people don't even realize that certain frequencies get you bound, get you hypnotized. Certain songs and things like that, even in beautiful establishments, have been mind controlling you, have been getting you to worship. It turned into, a lot of you have been in occults worshiping the devil and not even realizing it due to religion, because of Jesus never wanted to be worshipped. It was changed. It was altered. You don't realize the blood of Christ and all of that. You're worshiping, that's putting you into a cult. Jesus was here just as we are. He was here to let us know that we are one with Father God, Source, the Creator, that we are able to create heaven on earth right here, that it's about having forgiveness for all, not holding on to any bit of fear of jealousy, or holding on to fear, holding on to jealousy, the spirit of envy and things like that. And that is what this matrix, it did, right? Is it created an unfairness where you envy that you want something that somebody else has, and money, and having fear if you can't, buy food, and if you can't, pay for your home and your bill. Do you see what I mean? Like it's been indoctrinated into us, and then turning it into massive control through the electronics, right? The zombie apocalypse that everybody talks about, like, oh, it's coming or whatever, like it's already happened. Do you not realize that? Everybody that's tuned into an electronic device, whether it's a computer, a phone, a TV, a game system, all of that is sucking you into the matrix. That's why I sell, haha, just like a jail. People don't realize that. There's always there's so much control, and everybody's been programmed into thinking in the mind, and using just your mind here, not opening up. We've been so disconnected from source. You're supposed to be thinking new thoughts every day. Everybody is supposed to be creating their own reality with their passions, their dreams, their desires, thinking new thoughts every day, not repetitive thoughts, not doing the same thing 9 to 5, you know what I mean, going to your job, coming home, watching, you know what I mean, getting into repetitive, you know what I mean, making you feel as though your dreams are attainable, making you feel as though you can't be a dreamer, because that couldn't have controlled everybody. You were not meant to be here to be in a workforce slave planet. That's what they did. And then with all of the material, all of the things that have created all of this clutter and all of this blockages and all of this competition and just everything. No. That's what I mean. A lot of you may have been going through experiences to humble you, realizing, that you don't need all of those things. And it often takes, losing all of those things to realize that, peace and harmony and love, love is the highest vibration of all, And that is when you're one with God, divine source. That's why us black sheeps, us that can disconnect from the source, from system, which is the light workers, or that earth angels, star seeds, right? We came down here, right? To awaken that to you. That's why us, the ones that break the matrix, the black sheeps, the ones that found the way, are because the ones that did not get conformed to the matrix, right? That's why we're the ones that are thriving and making, that's how we can be so happy. That's how we can level up in challenges and obstacles and things like that. So anyways. Wow. Yep. So come through, spirit. Right? So yeah. It's time to start, making major changes in your life, knowing that you have power and control over your reality. Just let go of fear. Let go of all of those things. Know if you're seeing things that people have, it's actually been showing you, look what you're capable of having. When you're showed something, is because you're in fact capable of having it. But if you have envy of them or jealousy and you're holding on to that, then the universe is saying, nope, you can't have this yet, because you were not supposed to be holding that. You were not supposed to be having those feelings, right? So letting go of fear and trauma, not holding on to things. They were supposed to teach us that. You let go of things in the past, right? Let go. You are in control of your own reality, your own life, right? Create the dreams that you desire. You're very much able to. You're the co-creator here, right? So major changes of advancement. I keep wanting to play with these cards and get out more, right? That's why they hid this from us, right? The tarot, right? Came from it, the ancient civilization of the Egyptians that were very much attuned to astrology, to the universe, and they knew everything, and then it was hidden, right? And that's why they've always kind of steered you away from it, right? Because it connects us with divine source energy, right? See, everybody doesn't understand. We have free will here, yes, we do, but we were never supposed to be navigating this world by ourselves, right? You are a product of your ancestors. You are living life through them. You're a piece of them. You're always supposed to be connecting with God, divine source, right? Asking for guidance, right? And things like that. And just appreciating and being in the vibration of love, right? Because you're here co-creating with God, divine source. So it's just having that love. That's why the ones that are grateful and thankful for getting to be here, and all of that, get to create and have whatever they want and desire. And people are jealous and envy as of people that are of love and light, and that's where it's wrong. You don't realize that you're holding on to the 3D energy. You're and that's what I mean. So many people have just been, under this massive control because they weaponize the religion, and then Not to mention all the things that they've been doing to alter the DNA through injections and things like that, and can straight up weaponize people, flip the mind, and all of that. So, yeah, there's certain things, there's frequencies of music. They've been controlling the music, the entertainment industry, all of those things. Massive control, right? It's hypnotic. So you need to break yourself from that. You need to get out in nature. You need to be thinking new thoughts. You need to be breaking, and that's why the Age of Aquarius, right? That this is what they've been battling. This is what they've been fighting to stop. I guess this just came out the channel message. I can't even get to the tarot on this one. I'm gonna leave this one here, right? Definitely subscribe to the channel. If you have not watched my readings, right? So tarot is definitely a guide, right? Filled with ancient knowledge, right? And yeah, so we're definitely using it to help guide you and all of that. So yeah, this is definitely the year of justice. Just trying to recap here and see the things. So the biggest highlight was that that I want to talk about in this reading was about like the justice, right? That's coming through. And to be humble. See, it's like the lion knows that it's the lion too, right? It doesn't have to go around saying I'm the lion, right? So be very careful of people, you know, like you don't have to show, like everybody's got to find this experience of elevating their level of Christ consciousness, right? To ascend to the new earth on their own. Because it's almost like you're not going to be able to reach it if your energy frequency is not high enough. So, but certain people, if they're holding on to wounds and things like that, they may say they've released and let them go. But if they haven't fully let them go, they're not going to be able to elevate. Because as you let go of those lower vibrational energies, you automatically, divine source, it's levels of the mind, right, that you awaken and you open. Because the pineal gland is like a pine cone, right? And the pine cone is currently sealed up for most. As you reach levels of consciousness, it starts to expand. And most people don't start to reach that until a very older age, because that's when you start to not care about the material things. That's when you start to appreciate life. That's when you start to, you know what I mean, not care what people think about you. Then you start to let go of the ego. You start to let go, you know what I mean? Because you start to be, that's why most people don't reach that level till they're older, right? So anyway, and that's how they've been controlling us, right? So not to mention putting stuff in our prepackaged foods, all the chemicals and all of that stuff shuts you down. That's why for a lot of you, like, you may need to go through a cleanse of fasting. You may need to get the chemicals out, changing your diet, eating more fruits and vegetables that are encoded with the codes and keys of the universe, right? It's implanted in them, right? Because that's what keeps our body running the correct way. So not eating all the fast food, all the junk, all the stuff that they're creating, which is simulated food, right? Which that takes your body basically offline. So these things, and this is where a lot of people are starting to you're feeling those urges to do those things, right? Getting outside, getting sunlight, breaking away from electronics. So that's why everybody's starting to accelerate in their own levels, right? But like I said, for those that can't, you know, you really don't know what people are going through. But you can't, somebody has to want to go through the awakening, right? That's why some of the most humbled people that don't have much, right, are the ones, because sometimes it takes like hitting rock bottom and losing everything for you to go to God. And when you go to God, divine source starts to show you the little things. And then, you know, when you get blessed and you have these miracles are going to be happening just like all over the place, right? And so anyways, all right, I'm going to leave it here. I'm going to get into another reading because I do want to get some messages and guidance through the cards, because I know I reach a lot of you and teach through the cards, because not all of you like the channel messages. A lot of you, it's better when I show cards, right? So, yeah, a lot of people are going to be getting exposed to you too, because you need to realize that if you don't disconnect from these people that are on the lower vibrational timelines, that it's going to block your ascension to the higher timelines and to the new earth. So for some of you, if you have people revealed to you, like there's very much a lot of people that have been corrupted by the enemy. There's Judas's snakes, you know, Jezebels and all of that stuff, right? Which they're the ones that are meant to be here for the very end, right? Not you. So if they're getting exposed to you, it's time to disconnect and walk away. You need to know that everybody's being humbled. So when people are going through things, like, send love and light to them, but don't feel as though you're responsible for getting people out of their own karma and trauma. And I know already over the social media platforms, I've already been seeing a lot of people sharing the struggles and things that they're going through, and just send love and light, right, to people like that. But people are basically going to be telling on themselves. Real things are going to be getting shown, right? So people that are going through multiple series of things, especially this early on in the year, they got a lot of karma that's coming out, because it could literally be everything from their entire lifetime just as coming out if they have not been served it just this year alone. So, all right, guys, that's what I had for you. Love and light to all of you. Bye.